India has decided that the French collaboration will be limited only to the development of the 46 kN Dry Kaveri Engine variant for the ORA Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle program. The British engine manufacturer Rolls-Royce has submitted a financial cost report to the Indian government, and India is moving ahead with the $3 billion program for the co-development of a new 110 kN engine with UK with full transfer of technology and intellectual property rights. Officials have confirmed that majority of the testing will be done at the recently announced DRDO Hindustan Aeronautics Engine Complex, that will be ready by the end of 2021. The new engine will be a clean slate design, and will have a new core section, but will use some of the technologies that have already been developed for the Kaveri engine program like new fan section and full authority digital engine control system. Interestingly, the core section of the engine will have growth potential of 20% increased thrust generation, which means that it can generate 132 kN thrust with minor changes in the core section, which makes it future-proof for next-generation fighter jets. One AMCA prototype will be paired with the DRDO Rolls-Royce developed engine and one American F-414 engine, and will be used as a test-bed aircraft for further modification of the new engine in later stages. In a very significant development, Philippines Defense Undersecretary and Indian Ambassador have signed an implementing agreement for the supply of Brahmos cruise missiles for coastal defense, and the final contract is all set to be signed between the two governments during the upcoming bilateral meeting that will be held in Philippines, that will make the South Asian country the first export customer of the Indo-Russian developed Brahmos system. Philippines is also planning to purchase Scorpion submarines from France, and the Philippines Navy will gather familiarity on Scorpion submarines from the Indian Navy. Top experts have said that the last week's visit of Pakistani Prime Minister to Sri Lanka was mainly to push for the sale of the Chinese JF-17 fighter jet, which was rejected by the Sri Lankan Air Force. On the request of the Sri Lankan Air Force Chief, India's Tejas fighter jet had arrived in Sri Lanka yesterday, that will be evaluated by Sri Lankan pilots. Indian officials have offered Sri Lanka to supply the Tejas at a very cost-effective financial terms, along with complete free-of-charge training to its pilots and crew. The Tejas will also visit an air show in Bangladesh in early 2022, as Bangladesh is planning to counter the supply of JF-17 fighters to Myanmar by China and Pakistan. With a aim to counter China, the US Indo-Pacific Command has crafted a $27.3 billion plan that includes the purchase of Aegis ballistic missile defense systems, and launch a constellation of space-based radars, and even build state-of-the-art training ranges across the Indo-Pacific region. Chinese experts have floated an idea to deploy the Wing-Long 2 armed reconnaissance drone along China's borders with India, and this proposal will be placed before the upcoming annual gathering of the Chinese Parliament. In terms of payload size and endurance, the Chinese Wing-Long 2 is comparable to the American Predator. Turkey is looking to enter joint development and manufacturing of Sniper long-range missile project and TFX 5th generation fighter jet project with Pakistan, and experts believe that this deal will give the NATO member Turkey an access to Chinese missile technology, and it could cause new frictions with the US, which has kicked Turkey out of the F-35 program, and is already sanctioning Turkey for buying the S-400 system.
Omar dropped it.